Good day. So I will be in Long Beach, California on October 22nd. So if anyone needs any help while I'm in the area, my information will be at the top of this video. And I'll also leave the email address on the top of the video as well. Now, moving into my story for today. I had a lady, she booked a spiritual consulting deliverance session with me. So of course, she did this through the website. And through this session, I'm able to see if you have any witchcraft that's been placed on you, if you have any demonic spirits. If I see that, I can tell you the name of the spirits, the name of the demons, and I can also tell you what doors you open to allow these attacks in your life. So after speaking with her, she started explaining some of her story. Now, with her, she was telling me some of the things she was experiencing. And she explained to me that she masturbated. Well, she said she took a shower. So she took a shower. After she came out of the shower, she felt the need to masturbate. So she masturbated, and she said she noticed maybe a few days later that's when a lot of the attacks started to happen in her life. Now, she started noticing that she was feeling something that was having sex with her. So she's feeling like penetration. Doesn't matter where she's at. She could be driving, she could be working. She's constantly feeling this. She said also that she felt something that was having anal sex with her as well. So this was something that she was constantly feeling. So she said she kind of thought it was all in her mind, but then again, she knew that it was real because it constantly kept happening over and over and over and over. And one thing she would say is whenever she was about to get intimate with her partner, that she felt as if something was beating up on her. So she could feel something pulling her, getting hit like with a fist, like something punching on her. So this would deter everything, so then they wouldn't have sex. So she couldn't understand what was happening with this, either. Now, she's telling me that she's feeling things that are touching on her, kissing on her neck, rubbing her breast, just caressing her. So this is something that she's also saying that she's feeling. Now, she's also telling me that she's feeling a vibrating sensation in her body. So I have a lot of people that complain about this. Whenever you're being attacked, whenever you have demonic spirits attached to the body, people will report a vibrating sensation that they are feeling throughout their bodies. Now, something that was very odd for her. She said she was sitting down, so she's sitting on the sofa, and she said she started hearing and kind of feeling like a pounding sound and like a motion, like in and out of her mouth. So of course, she didn't know what was going on, so this constantly kept happening, this pounding in her mouth. And then she said after that, she noticed that she started to, she could taste like her vagina in her mouth. So that's something that she noticed. So it was this pounding sensation and hearing this noise, and then she started tasting her own vagina in her mouth. So she did not understand that or what that was about either. Another thing that she told me was that she noticed that she felt a ring on her finger. So of course she would look down, she didn't see anything, but she continuously felt this ring on her finger. So of course this was something that was very odd. This was something that was very strange to her too. So of course I had to look into this situation. I had to be able to figure out exactly what was going on. So I started to see that she had what we call a spiritual spouse, or an incubus. Now, normally the way this happens is for the females, you will have a incubus spirit attached to them. And normally for the males, you will have what we call a succubus, because the succubus normally sucks the sperm out of the male's penis. But in this case, she had a succubus and incubus attached to her. She had both of them, and this can happen sometimes. Of course, the situation would be a lot worse. So these incubus, succubus demons, or spiritual spouses. So these demons believe that you are married to them in the spiritual realm. So sometimes there are actual ceremonies that take place that people can see. They're actually being married in their dreams. So this was her case. So this spiritual spouse, this demon, placed this ring on her finger. So whenever you hear me and I'm praying to break covenants and destroy contracts, so this would be a prime example of what I'm talking about. So that ring that's placed on her finger, that's binding her to these demons, that's binding her to this incubus and succubus spirit. Now, again, they can't just attach to you because they say, hey, we want to attack this person. It doesn't work like that. But because she opened up that door, so by you masturbating, that is a open door. That's an invitation. So you're giving that invitation. And like I've always said, I've never seen a person extend an invitation to a demon and they not come in. Of course, she didn't know this. Like most people don't know about this. With the masturbation, the oral sex, pornography, it doesn't make a difference if you are married or not. If you're having oral sex, any type of masturbation, let's just say if your husband is touching you and you have an orgasm or vice versa, it doesn't make a difference. If you have an orgasm off of that, it's considered masturbation. If you have a orgasm from watching pornography, that is masturbation. If you're playing with toys, that is masturbation. Let me say it again. It does not make a difference if you are married or not. People can't understand that, but that's just how it is, and it will come in and attach to you. The bigger the orgasm is, that is an indication that you just had an army, or what we call a legion of demons that just flooded your body. Now that can be hundreds and thousands. All right, remember, every time you have a demon, the demon have legions that are attached to them. These are armies of demons that are under them. And of course they take command from the stronger demons. So that's how that works. But anyway, so that's what she's dealing with. She's also having issues in the relationship, or being in a relationship. That's very hard because these demons, of course, they're very jealous. They will make it very hard for you to stay in a relationship. They will make it very hard for you to even meet anyone. So males or females will come in your life, things will be fine, and next thing you know, you won't hear from them at all, because that's what happens. They'll push everybody away because in their heads, they believe that you belong to them and no one else. They believe that they can have sex with you any way they want, anytime they want, and that's just how it goes. So I'll be working with her, taking her through deliverance to help her with this, to remove this spiritual spouse. I've been running into a lot of cases, many cases dealing with this, because again, people just don't know. Especially a lot of females that say they are celibate, but they have these toys and they have no idea that they're bringing in demons just from the toys, even though you're not having sex. So I'll be working with her to help her with this. If you're experiencing anything like this, or just anything demonic, anything dealing with witchcraft, any type of attacks, possession, anything like that, I work with the exorcisms and possession cases. That's what I deal with. Even if you're having issues in the home, things in the home as well. So I'm able to work with that. So again, you can contact me. My information will be at the top of this video. If you go to my website, make sure that you scroll down to the bottom where it says subscribe for the free newsletter. That's all you have to do, is just input your email address, and then that way you will get alerts when I'm traveling, and also when I'm going live and doing like prayer sessions. If you have anything like this going on, never feel that you cannot be delivered. Everyone can be delivered. It is a process, but it can be removed. The witchcraft can be broken.